Hi, I'm Mohini Ifeli Ezekwesili. I'm the media manager at Paystack and also a multimedia storyteller outside of that. I photograph weddings and portraits, and this is how tech changed my life. I just remember that I used to like taking pictures of sunsets with my mom's phone. One black Nokia, it looked like a lipstick tube. It was very fashionable at the time. Anyway, the camera was good, right? And I was drawn to sunsets, and I loved, like, I could look up at the sky and there's this beautiful piece of art, and then the whole environment is lit up orange and just felt very special. So I liked to capture that. I had positive feedback to my work. I would take a picture of a leaf on the floor with like dewdrops on it, and I'd post that and people were like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's like, oh. And then people would ask me, oh, can you come cover our event? Oh, I'm doing graduation headshots. Would you do that? So it just grew like that, where like I would post something and then people would start asking for the service. I'm like, okay, I haven't really done that, but let's do this. And that's how photography became a thing. I applied to grad school for journalism. I had to defer it for a year because the money wasn't there. So I came back, that was 2014. A friend that I just made, like somebody introduced me to him. I said, oh, this person is interesting, talk to them. And then we talked. And later that random person that I met, who's now a good friend, sent me a tweet from Ian Olua, who was the founder of Andela at the time. And Ian had said that he was looking for someone to do headshots for the developers. And then that's how my journey into tech started. Very randomly, shout out to Twitter. 3 years and 9 months into Andela is when I left. I had gone through various stages of multimedia storytelling, and then I switched to comms because I felt like, you know what, I'm good with the videos and the photos and stuff, and I think I want to learn a bit more strategy. So it was around that time that Paystack reached out and said, you know, they wanted to tell the stories of their merchants, right? The impact that they're having, how Paystack supports them, you know, help them build community. And I was like, yeah, this sounds like I'm really interested. Interesting. I stay buying gear. Like, I want to say I bought myself a Fujifilm X-T2. I think that may have been my first like, ooh, big spending thing. I want to say that because of the work that my team and I have done across Andela and across Paystack, people have seen the power that multimedia storytelling can have on how people perceive a brand. Yeah, I feel like excellence has personal meaning to me. And it's just something that I don't always meet it, but like I will always strive because that is the environment that I've been in for the past 8 years. But I like to think I like who I am, and the places I've worked and the people that I've worked with have shaped this person that I like, who is skilled at these things that I like being skilled at. One thing that I've seen is consistent across Andela and Paystack is values. And considering that those are the places where I've spent most of my life, like what, 80%, 70% in this past almost decade that we're talking about, I'm grateful that the people that I've worked with are, like, whether it's from the leadership down, I've been managed by people who believe in excellence, who believe in always learning, who believe in being kind. Because of course, you know, these are values that rub off on me, but also like now in this new phase of me being a manager, I have solid examples for how to do that. I mean, I definitely have thought about this. You know, there are people like, oh, come and work for me. When are you leaving Paystack? I'm like, no. I do still feel like I have a bit to go at Paystack. I love that. It feels like each new year there's a challenge. But it's like, oh, maybe last year was produce the podcast. this year is like design a type of shoe. Next year, I'm sure it'll be something else. And it's at which point do I feel like I've learned all the things that I need to learn and I've made all the impact that I need to make. One thing that I'm passionate about and I haven't been able to make time to do as much is storytelling for other startups, right? Like helping them figure out what stories they should be telling and when and at what stage. And then the other bit is working with my husband, Chuba, and Akanka Design to build out communities for, well, not just startups, for people in general. Because of course, life is richer when we have connections and we have a community to support us and talk about all the things that we're going through. So those are the two things that I would love to dive into next.